What would you say to someone who's struggling with people discriminating against them who have disabilities?
I'd say you're not alone.
So, do you think there's still disability discrimination in Canada?
Absolutely. We've made a lot of progress in changing how people think about people with disabilities, as well as getting rid of some of the barriers. But there's lots more to do. So yesterday I was at the bookshelf. They just got funding and are raising some more funding to build an elevator so that people who use either a wheelchair or a walker who have trouble with stairs can get up to the movie theater. So that has taken 40 years. So yeah, we still have a ways to go.
Ben, have you ever been bullied by anyone who's not in your family?
Yeah, I was it. But what would that one do?
So why do you think this is being caused? Why do you think there's still discrimination around?
Sometimes I think we don't know how to deal with people who are different than us because we don't have experience in different ways of walking or talking or being or thinking. We sometimes are a little uncomfortable around that. So some of the discrimination comes because we're uncomfortable and we don't know how to do things. Sometimes it comes because we haven't imagined that people who are different from us should be in the same space as us, or could be. So the example of the bookshelf. They imagined when they built it, people using steps to go up to the second floor. But they didn't imagine that there'd be people on walkers or in wheelchairs who wouldn't be able to use the steps. So when they started to realize that there were people who wanted to use the upstairs but couldn't, then change started to happen.
Can you tell me why people are mean to you sometimes, Ben?
I like their what their
Because he can't talk.
People don't just stop doing that.
that
Well, if
That.
people got more educated about the issue, then maybe they would learn from their past mistakes and just stop.
How do you
Disability
think
for sure.
that other schools can get to where we are?
A lot of schools are becoming more aware of needs for people with any sort of disability. Most schools now are building in elevators if they didn't already have them. Most schools have programs and supports in place for anyone with any type of disability, be it a physical disability, a developmental disability, a learning disability. Most schools in our public school system have lots of supports in place. And I think your generation is becoming very empathetic towards others, and you are more accepting of people who are perceived as differently abled as well.
So I have two children. They went through the school system, and they were really good students, and I kept saying to them, you're good because your brain and how you learn works the way that teachers teach, but not everybody learns that way. And so begin to think about how people do things differently. Their father used to, when he was alive, he was in a wheelchair and he was legally blind, so that meant he couldn't read very much. But he could still tell stories. And so a piece of it is thinking, what are different ways to do the same thing? So some concrete things are become friends with people who are different from you, right? In whatever way it is. Ask if you can help.